What is up, guys? How y'all doing tonight? It is Saturday night. It's about 10:45. It's a very slow night. I've been logged on for about 2.5 hours now, and I've only done like 6 trips. It is what it is. It's expected. It happens. So while I'm waiting here, because I refuse to drive around and look for trips, I'm just sitting waiting for a trip. I thought I'd give you guys a little bit of history on the one thing that annoys me the most about passengers. And this has only happened twice to me in 5,700 trips. First time that this happened, I don't know why, but this gesture absolutely drives me out of my mind. And I know why. It's for a good reason why it drives me out of my mind. But it's just like, it's one of the most ignorant things you can do as a passenger. It's just such a stupid thing to do. And I remember both times this happened, it happened twice in like the same 2 weeks. So the first time, it was like a Wednesday morning, and it was about 5:50 in the morning. And I remember I got a ping, and this guy lived off of like Webster, right by Clybourne. And I was heading eastbound to go pick him up, and his address was an even numbered street on Webster, so it was, you know, I was driving this way, but the address would have been, you know, right on this side of me. So his address would have been on the north side of the block. So I was driving up, and keep in mind it's like 5:10 in the morning, or 5:50, sorry. And this is before I started employing the destination filter trick for the airports. This might have been one of the reasons I started doing that. So I'm pulling up, and then I see this guy with luggage. He's wearing a suit and luggage, and he starts doing this. Right? He starts doing this helicopter motion with his. He's signaling me. He's like, "Come on, come on, come on!" And he's like, "Come on!" And he's like rushing. He's doing it, making it seem like he's in a rush. He's like, "Come on, come on, come on!" And here's the thing, it was like a 1.7 surge. And I saw luggage, I'm like, okay, this is an airport trip. It's gonna be worth a little bit of money. I mean, and I was literally like, I was just fighting back the urge. I was fighting back the urge to cancel on this prick, right? Because this little, like, I see that makes me think, I'm not your driver, I'm your servant. You know, that, like, that's maddening. You don't do that. You might as well ask me to shine your shoes for you too. It's like, that's not how you treat people. Okay, this is a service industry job, but that doesn't give you the right to walk all over us. And he's just like, "Come on, come on." And I to this day, I regret picking that asshole up. I pulled a U-turn where there was barely any room on the block to pull a U-turn. I pick him up. He gets in the car, and he's like, "We gotta get to O'Hare right away. We gotta get there right away." And I'm like, this is about the time the traffic gets bad at O'Hare. There's nothing I could do about it. He's like, "Oh, but we gotta get there right away." And then this was like August, maybe? And it wasn't like hot out, but it wasn't chilly. He's like, "Turn the air on. It's hot back here. Turn the air on." I'm like, okay, relax, dude. And then he's telling me to take side streets to get to the expressway, when it's all the same shit at this point. The expressway is not clearing up. And then we get to O'Hare, and he tells me to drop him off at the arrival section because there's too much of a line at departures. So I do, and gets out of the car, and I've never been so happy to drop someone off. That guy was the biggest piece of shit breathing. So to you, that's for you. So that was 1 week. The very next week, I had a busy morning. I had a couple drop-offs at O'Hare, and then I had a pickup from O'Hare, and I dropped this lady off kind of like by River Forest, Oak Park area. And then I got a pull request right after that. Not too far away, maybe like 3 minutes from where I dropped this lady off. I drive over there, and it was a pool, and I'm parked. This time I was facing south, and this guy was on the east side of the street, right? But there's nowhere to park on the east side of the street. There was places to park on the west side of the street. So I'm parked. I'm waiting. And I look over at the address, and then this door swings open. And this guy comes out of this house, and he's like, hey! And he's yelling. He's yelling out to me, because I'm like 50, 60 feet away. He's like, hey, come on, dude. And I'm just looking at this fucking guy. I'm like, are you kidding me? Right? And he's doing this the entire time. He's walking from the front door to the gate. He's like, hey, come on, man. And I'm still just looking at this guy, like, just with this probably really annoyed look on my face. So he's like, hey, come on, man, come on. So I remember I put the car in gear, and I just drove off, and I canceled on him. And I rolled the window down just so I could hear him. He was like, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? And it was funny as hell. God, I wish I had that on camera. Like that, okay. I know mostly drivers watch these videos, but if you're a passenger and you've ever done that, you better have a broken foot or something, because that's the most ignorant shit on the planet, okay? Like, if it's a matter of life and death, or you're physically unable to cross the street 10 feet when like, maybe I get it if there's like, if it's a busy street, it's a highway, and yeah, you can't just cross the street. No, these are side streets. No one's gonna run you over if you cross the street 10 feet, okay? So yeah, that whole thing, that drives me out of my fucking mind. And luckily I haven't seen it since, because I will throw a bottle of water at the next person I see doing that to me. I'll be all over the news. Crazy bearded Uber driver assaults passenger. Yeah, so that's pretty much all I got. I just wanted to share that quick story with you guys to pass the time. I haven't gotten a ping in about 15 minutes. It's just one of those nights, guys. Hope everyone has a fun, safe night, and yeah, I'll talk to you guys next time. Stay safe out there. Bye.